Welcome to a brief tutorial of Math Facts in a Flash on the Neo 2. First, let's take a look at several of the keys that are most often used, starting with, of course, the on and off button. Often students freak out if their Neo suddenly goes blank. It's just because it's on a timer, and if it sits idle too long, it falls asleep. So just press the on-off button, it comes right back on. The next button you need to know about is the applets key, and this is for all of the applications that are on the Neo. The enter button is on the right side in the middle. It's the big button with an arrow on it. And then we're looking at the arrow keys. You'll use the arrow keys quite often in Math Facts in a Flash. It allows you to move your cursor left, right, up, or down. So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at what we can do on Math Facts in a Flash. First, you're going to press the applets key, and then this will bring up our main menu. And that blinking left light off to the left side is called a cursor, and you want to make sure the cursor is next to Math Facts in a Flash RP, and then go ahead and press enter. And what we'll first bring up is your network. And you want to make sure that you're on your correct teacher's network. If you're not, just go ahead and use the arrow keys up or down and press enter to get to the correct teacher. If you do want to stay connected to your teacher's class, press Y for yes and enter. And then that will leave you on the network for your classroom. Okay, our next screen is the login screen, and this is where you will type in your username and password that you use for Math Facts in a Flash, AR, Keywords Wireless, and you type in your username, of course, in the username line, and then you just arrow down to put in your password and press enter. The first level that you'll be working on in Math Facts in a Flash is Addition 01, and it doesn't matter if you're a first grader or a fifth grader. Anyone who first gets on Math Facts in a Flash starts at this level, and it brings up the practice first. It wants to make sure that you understand all of the addition facts as you work up through more difficult math. So it starts you on 01 addition, and here is an example of what that would look like. 0 plus 3 equal, and then you'll see off to the right side you can either scroll to the left, scroll down, or scroll to the right using your arrow keys. And in this case, you want to press the down arrow key for the answer 3 and then press enter. So here's another look at what those arrow keys are looking like, and here's an example of 1 plus 7. So you see the options of 1, 8, 71, and in this case 1 plus 7 is 8, so you would press the down arrow key and then press enter. Once you've completed a practice, it will let you know how many you got correct or incorrect. It will also give you the correct answers in case you missed it, so you know what the correct answer should be. And then it asks you if you would like to start a test. So you would press Y for yes and press enter. If you make it through the test in under 2 minutes perfectly, you can move levels. The idea for Math Facts in a Flash is to be able to start with the basics of addition and move on up. So here you can see where you can practice again or test. Once you've practiced and mastered it, go ahead, test, and see if you can move up levels. You also see here there is an option for Spanish. What it will do is give you the directions in Spanish, but the math is still just numbers. And finally, you have a look at the menu items within Math Facts in a Flash. You have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, squares, fractions, decimals, and percents. And when you're done each time, press the applets button. That will go ahead and log you out of the Neo. And that is a brief tutorial of Math Facts in a Flash for Neo 2.